Before we begin, that title is not clickbait. I do mean what I say. Overwatch 2 is a terrible live service game. It's a good game, but as far as live service goes, they're doing a shit job of it outside of monetization, and that's only good for the moneymakers, not for the players. What's up, you guys? It's the Rebel Dottie, and I got another rant today. I might be madder than ever. Maybe not madder than ever. The Battle Pass release probably pissed me off more than anything, but this is bad. The patch that was supposed to come on the 15th has now been delayed till the 17th, which is an absolute joke. We're missing a character off the roster. We've been missing her for almost 3 weeks. I think it feels like months. I don't know. Obviously, the game's only been out for like a month, and this shit's already happened. We've already lost 2 characters and 1 character out of rank. On top of May being out of the game, they decided to push the balance changes and some bug fixes into the patch as well, and releasing 1 big patch instead of patches when the game needs the patches. So we're all having to wait a long time for this game to be fixed all at once instead of here and there when the problems arise and getting them fixed quickly. For some reason, they'll tell us the solutions and say it needs 2 weeks when it's a giant company. This is not a fucking indie company. They should be able to do this quicker than this. Anyways, I'm gonna roll some game footage and we're gonna rant. Let's get it. To reiterate, I love this game. We all love this game. It's Overwatch 1.5. It's great. Overwatch wasn't broken. They did need fixing, so they just added shit to it. That's awesome. But this is not how a live service game should be ran. A live service game needs to be run fast, effectively, and especially if it's a hero shooter. A hero shooter, every single character on the roster is important. They're part of the meta of the game. And taking away May makes it so Genjis can do whatever the fuck they want, and certain people that are one-trick Mays can't even play comp anymore, or they can't play it effectively, and it's not fun for them. You're making the game unfun for people by taking an important member of the team. Every single person on the roster is important. What I'm trying to say is the most important part of a live service game is to keep the game functioning and running well at all times. By removing the most important parts of the game constantly, you're hurting the game, and it's kind of a laughingstock. This game is turning into a laughingstock. The only thing they're putting any amount of focus into is the monetization. I spent last night and this morning being excited to make a video for the return of May today, and instead I get to be angry. I shouldn't even have to celebrate the return of a character that should be there. If there is a bug and it's that bad, get it fixed in a day or two. How is the priority not extreme for that? How is it we can take 2 weeks? No, man. Fucking pay your workers overtime and get the shit done. It shouldn't even be that complicated. It's one or 2 bugs that was happening with their wall. The wall was fucked, sure, but it should be more urgent than this. May is important to the game, obviously. So are balance changes. That's huge for a live service game. Having Zarya, Genji, and Sombra in infinite matches, not even to mention Sojourn and Tracer, maybe not Tracer, but at least Sojourn, who need to have a look at too, who's very strong and might need some tweaking. How are we going to allow every fucking comp match to have these characters in it and not think that that's a problem? People are only able to play 1 character or else they're underperforming. That's why these patches are so important. You're hurting the comp scene. You're hurting the quick play scene. Zarya's on every single team when you go into the leaderboard. Go into the leaderboards for comp and you will see Zarya across. It's just sweeping it. All over it. Zarya on every single person in the top 50. That's fucking absurd. There's no variety at all. And they think it's okay to make us wait a month to see these changes. Over a month since the game came out. And they think we need to be like stuck in this kind of balanced hell. It's probably one of the worst states we'll see in this game, I hope. Now, when you release a patch, inevitably it's going to create more issues. So we're going to get this giant patch with a bunch of balancing and fixes and May returns. And that's going to cause a lot of issues. If they keep waiting a month at a time or even 2 months or however long to release these patches, we're going to be stuck with bugs every single time. We need constant updates. If there is a plan to keep making us wait for all these individual changes to happen at one time, we'll forever be stuck in a place of ruin. Occasionally the game will be in a good spot, but that could be changed the next time there's a balance change or a new character or just these bugs coming up. It's going to fuck everything every time, and I guess we'll be stuck like that for a month if that's the plan for how they do this. To them, they think they have their priorities straight, so there's that. An even more confusing note was a few days ago, I was forced to install an update to Overwatch 2. I assumed this was the patch being preloaded because they had said right away, I think within like a couple of days after people hounded them, all these changes and May returning would happen on the 15th. So I figured it was being preloaded to make sure on the 15th we're good. I still couldn't be certain if what I was downloading was the patch, preloading the patch. I'm not sure why in that patch notes external link, we can't see what we're downloading every time. It seems they only do it for the biggest updates possible. Yet I've had a couple of updates here and there, and I play from PC, obviously, if I'm talking about the Battle.net launcher. To add irony to insult, and then a little more irony and insult sprinkled on top, they fucking added a Mei skin to the shop. It's fucking insane. None of this feels real. Like, how are they not embarrassed of the shit show they're presenting the world right now? How are they not able to see how fucking embarrassing it is to do things like this? Everyone is making fun of them at every turn. Outside of the gameplay, remember, that shit's good. And the design is good for the most part. Some shit's a little lackluster in my opinion. Talking about UI. The UI is pretty trash. They leave out so much information from us that it took nearly 5 hours for them to tell people how long exactly the delay would be. They said something early in the morning that it was being delayed, and people were like, till when? Till when? This could be days, this could be months, this could be years. And then 5 hours, 5 fucking hours. They finally said, oh, November 17th. Now you'll get it 2 days after. Hopefully. We don't even know if that's the case. We can't trust them anymore on dates and times. It seems like nothing is set in stone with Blizzard, so don't hold your breath on the 17th. Just don't do it. You're probably setting yourself up for failure. I hope not, but I guess everything is unexpected now. I was shocked to see this got delayed. It's such a stupid thing to delay and let a bunch of people down. How long do they know about that bug? How long were they aware of whatever massive issue this patch is causing? Because they've had 2 weeks to figure that out. The integrity of a live service game, especially a hero shooter, is the ability to be balanced, fun, and fair for the player. So far, Blizzard has shown a great amount of ineptitude to keep the game stayed healthy in a shockingly short amount of time. The only strong focus we've seen from them for Overwatch 2 is monetization. Their predatory shop and battle pass have been controversial since day one of the game, and yet they haven't said a word on whether or not we'll see a fix for that. Yes, a fix. The fucking battle pass and the shop need to be fixed. It is way too expensive for the things they're asking. A box of cereal souvenir is $8. That's like twice the price of a normal box of cereal in real life. And the battle pass not giving your currency back? Look at Apex, Fortnite, Call of Duty. Fucking Call of Duty gives you your currency back. You can't expect people to like that. Sure, go ahead and buy the battle pass, you get the hero. It's pay to win. I see that. I'll probably have to buy Season 2 as well, which fucking pains me to my core. But you're not going to see me buy Season 1. Fuck that. Are they ever going to address the concerns and controversy they've created with this monetization? I don't see them saying a word. I don't think they'll ever say a word. They're just going to act like it doesn't happen. I don't think we'll ever see them. The only time we'll see them is that they finally decide that they care about the players, which without people like Jeff Kaplan there, that's never going to happen. I'm losing hope here that we'll see change for this predatory, shitty system Overwatch 2 has in place. I hope that our frustrations, will stop flooding in like this. I'm an optimist, but my mental trust and faith has basically sailed away from constantly getting my hopes up and seeing the worst possible outcome from every single situation. The only thing Blizzard has proven with Overwatch 2 is they can make an entire player base go from erect to flaccid in a moment's notice. Who knows if May will really come back on the 17th? Who knows if we'll get the balance changes when we're supposed to? Who knows anything anymore? Because Blizzard acts like they don't even fucking know at this point. They act oblivious to everything, every concern that the players have. Even players outside of the game that are like, ugh, I'm not going near that shit. I don't blame you, bro. The balances could bring good, or they could bring bad. They could make Sombra unplayable. They could make Genji totally worthless, and we might have to wait another month and a half to see any kind of change to that and make these characters where they should be. We can't wait months or weeks at a time to see patches, Blizzard. It's absurd. Your game came out the beginning of last month. People have had these concerns for Zarya's and Genji's. Not as much Genji, but at least Sombra since the game launched. If you want Overwatch 2 to be a good live service game, it's a successful live service game because of the gameplay is so tight and people are willing to wait out important shit. Like hopefully someday, fingers crossed, we'll see some sort of progression system that isn't tied to your wallet, but probably not. I don't know. If we never hear from them, we'll never know. None of us will know. You need to be much quicker with these updates. You can't be taking characters out for more than 24 hours, 48 hours. It's ridiculous. It's ruining the state of quick play and comp, everything. It just makes the game play like shit. I guess from now on, if they take a character out, you're better off playing mystery heroes so people can't abuse things that are going on. Same goes for balancing issues too. Although obviously there's been on fucking Mystery Heroes games I played where there's 3 or 4 Zaryas. That's happened on stream. It's hilarious, regardless of side, because the character's so busted. Hopefully they get their shit together. It shouldn't be this hard to figure out if you're constantly being yelled at by your player base for doing dumb shit. Listen to us. We want the game to thrive just like you do, I'm assuming. Please don't let fucking Overwatch 2 be just a cash grab. I can't tell. I really can't tell if it is. But anyways, if you haven't seen my other videos, you guys, I'm not usually this ranty and mad, but I think this is a pretty good reason to be mad. I'm generally a pretty happy guy. You can come check the stream sometime. I stream on YouTube and Twitch. More YouTube these days, but I still hit some Twitch streams here and there on like a fucking 870 some days in a row of streaming. So I love it. I love you guys, and let's hang out. Let's have fun in the game, all right? I guess we can wait to have fun until the 17th, and then hopefully no big problems come quickly after, but they probably will. I called myself an optimist in this video. I sound like a real cynical piece of shit. Thanks a lot, Blizzard. You made me cynical. Bye. Ladies and germs, place your bets on who's next to be removed. Will it be Brig? How about Farah? Or maybe even Mercy?